Hi friends, I'm going full on turtleneck. Say hey when you're hopping on. I also am trying the stirrup legging trend. What do we think? My mom used to actually wear stirrup leggings when I was little. I don't know, here for it. So I'm gonna wear like a black pointed toe heel and the stirrup underneath the heel. So anyways, early morning. Also, why I picked a day where the kids are out of school to do an early morning meeting, beyond me. Have about an hour drive and about 20 minutes to get ready. So we're gonna get started. I'm using OFIR's primer. I did spray tan my face last night, but I only did a from here up tan. So if you really start getting close, not gonna match. So I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on my hands. We're gonna call it a day. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that now. Sometimes you just don't have like energy to tan your whole body. I didn't have the energy. I was tired when I thought about even the face thing. So here's a little bit of lotion. Here is a tanning drop or two. So this will tan over the next little while and I'll catch up to my face. I'm gonna do the exact same thing over on this side while my primer is drying. So things that I love about OFIR's primer, if you are someone who struggles with like your makeup staying on all day, your pores showing through your makeup and you don't like that, whatever it is, then their primer helps your makeup last all day. Okay. I have like a little thing right here. I'll wipe my hand off and I'll wash them when we're done. Else the palms of my hands will be orange and that's not the look I'm going for. Okay, we are gonna go in with Cardamon Spray Tan Shade of foundation from OFIR. Their makeup is great for all skin types. When you start feeling bubbles, this will last you 3 or 4 months. I don't know, maybe longer. It depends on how you get ready every single day. If you start, when it goes spitting, like a little bit of air bubbles, that means you probably should reorder today, because you'll have about a week before it's gone. So, good morning. Okay, if you were watching the live, drop a 1. It'll say live in the top corner. If you're watching the replay, drop a 2. We are going to be giving away an Amazon gift card today. Who loves Amazon? Who doesn't? Actually, funny fact, my mom doesn't like Amazon. I'm not sure why, but well, she has a lot of reasons, but she does not shop Amazon. And I'm like, Mom, like everything would be so much easier if you had it shipped to your house. Laundry detergent, paper towels, everything. She's like, I just think they're trying to take over. So she does not. She's fighting it. Personally, I love Amazon. I also have an Amazon partner. I'm like, oh, it's funny. But yeah, share this gift card or share this video. We'll give away an Amazon gift card today. I am just going right through here, making sure everything's nice and blended. Oh. So one of the things when you have worked from home for a really long time, I don't get ready typically until later in the day. And how many alarms do you guys set? I set 4 alarms this morning because I just did not want to miss it. It's like, got to be sure I wake up in enough time to get ready. It's different when I take kids to school. I don't get ready. I just go like sweatshirt, no bra, leggings, house shoes, hope I don't get a flat tire, and that's how I go to school. Do you get ready to take your kids to school? I think if I had somewhere to be, obviously, but when they were in preschool, I used to see this lady every morning, right? And one day I came fully dressed to get them, and she was like, I need to see your ID. And I was like, we just talked this morning. And she did not realize I was the same person. And that's been one of the only times I've questioned. Maybe I should do a little something. I was like, we talked this morning. I'm Christian's mom. She's like, oh, I didn't even recognize you. And she was being completely honest. She did not recognize me. I'm like, well, I do come in like a bridge troll that has a newborn and a toddler. All right, what's everybody doing today? I am putting on OFIR's Deep Bronzer, shade Teak, and we're contouring. I do think it's important whenever you have a turtleneck on to kind of, I don't know, sometimes they stretch out a little throughout the day, so I always want to make sure that in case I do this, because I'm like, oh, I got hot, that I'm not just really white neck and bronzy face, so I kind of take it down. Okay, and probiotics. I'm gonna take this because, okay, so I have these things everywhere, these little sachets. They taste like peach rings. We had a stomach bug last week, and I feel like it is taking everybody. I just feel off. Even my words, this sounds so silly, but I feel like I've been combining words. Maybe it's sleep deprivation, but I don't know. We don't feel ourselves. So probiotics help with your gut health, and they just help with getting everything, especially when you've depleted it, your system working. Your gut is in control of your everything, your mood, your serotonin, depression, metabolism, all of it. So if you feel like your body's off, they say restore your gut, and you do that by probiotics, especially if you've had a virus. Okay, this is the Press and Set. It's the pressed setting powder. Do you see? It just smooths. It is a blurring setting powder, and it has been sold out for a really long time, but as soon as it comes back in stock, or check and see if it's restocked today, as soon as it is, just snatch it up. It's so good. I found the other day, I was looking for, oh, just kidding, I was looking for guava and apricot blush. Could not find them anywhere. They were in my travel bag. So now that I have finally unpacked, it's amazing. You can find so many things when you actually unpack your suitcase. So, ta-da! So we're gonna go in with apricot. She's a beaut. There's a lot of people on here this morning. Good morning. Hope you guys have the best day. To be honest, today I'm going to like a stressful meeting. Maybe not. Hopefully it won't be stressful. But it's just one of those that you like dread, and it's jolting, and I just am not a confrontational person, and so I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I really am like, I'm gonna listen to worship music. I have an hour drive, and I'm just gonna set the tone of everything's gonna be okay. Apricot. This just warms you up. Do you see that? Lifts your face a little. For our simple business chic look, we are gonna go in with, I'm trying to decide, do I want, which direction? We're just gonna go in with some bronzer. Multi-purpose tool, right? And right in the crease. It is 4:45 here in Seattle. Rise and shine. My mom used to sing that when she would flip the lights on for school. She would sing, rise and shine, give God the glory, glory. Did you guys, did you grow up in the Church of God? I wish, yeah, that was it. Rise and shine, give God the glory, glory. Children of the Lord. Like, yeah, that was our morning. And there's nothing worse. I love Jesus, but there is nothing worse than a loud light switch. My dad would do the same thing. They definitely were singer, immediate wake up singing. Family. To their defense, I did not get up well. I have always been a snoozy kid. My whole life, I have been a good snoozer, meaning like they wake me up, I'm like, it's so cold, I just need to stretch. Like, that's just, I have a child that is the exact same. Her name is Lexi Kate. It takes multiple times of getting her awake to get going. Okay, we're going in with Apricot. It's just a little bit of that blush color right on the outer corner. So I'm sure by like 10 times of them waking me up, they flipped on the light switch and started singing. That's a song you would sing to your kids. Oh, it's so funny. Your mom woke you up the same way. How did your parents wake you up? Yes, children of the Lord. Yeah, I haven't sung that forever. Maybe I should. I'm not waking my kids up today because they're out of school. But funny. Also, we used to listen to this VeggieTales CD, and there was this song. It was like, Barbara, manatee, manatee, you are the one for me, one for me. I went on a business trip with a girl named Barbara last week, and every time I said her name, it took everything. We were there days. It took everything within me to not sing this song. And every time I'll be like, hey, Barbara. And finally by day 3 or 4, and I was like, have you ever heard that song, Barbara Manatee? And she was like, no. I was like, never? Like, let me tell you. And anyways, I was like, every time I talk and say your name, that's what I want to be singing. Okay. Notice my door on my balcony was unlocked, probably because I have like 4,000 kids running through here on the regular. And so just since I'm about to leave and everyone's still snoozing, even the baby is still asleep. Our sleep schedule has been a little off, me and him, probably because everyone had viruses and we were up with them. And then because we went to Hawaii. And goodness gracious, if I've not had the hardest time getting back in a groove, I have struggled to go to bed until like 2 or 3 every morning. But that's like 9 o'clock Hawaii time. Did you have any fun songs you sang growing up? I think it's just nostalgic. I obviously can't sing. Singing is not a gift for me. I used to pray and pray and pray that the Lord would bless me with the ability to sing. I do think I'm actually kind of tone deaf. I had some hearing issues when I was younger. I had tubes in my ears and that made a big difference. But I had some speech delays, and singing's just never been my thing. And I would pray like, God, why? And I wasn't a good dancer. And pretty much when you are young, that's like the talents other people have, right? They can sing, they can dance. And I just felt like God skipped me with all the talents, and I would cry at night, like, Lord, please bless me to be able to sing. And it never happened. But I am to a point to where I thoroughly enjoy or don't mind just singing along with everybody else, even though I sound the way I sound. Okay, we're going in with OFIR's new liquid eyeliner. It is Chef's Kiss amazing. I'm gonna do a wing liner for you, and then we're gonna line these lips. Okay, black liner towards the tail of my brow. Dragging all the way across to the outer edge of my eye. And filler in. I thought there was like a little empty spot, but it just looked light hitting. Okay. Who voted on the stirrup leggings? Here for it or no way? So I leave for Mexico in a day or two. 1 or 2. I leave Wednesday. Today's Monday. So I haven't packed yet. Haven't even. But I did. That's the only reason I unpacked from the other trip is because I needed the suitcase. This is a Pink Lily trip. They have a new collection dropping and we're going to get to like model a bunch of stuff in Mexico. And it is actually a reward trip. And so the first 2 days are where we do some like networking excursions and doing things like that. And the last 2 days are actually rest and peace, and you could do anything you want. And I cannot tell you how excited I am. I'm taking my best friend from middle school with me, Jessica, and we are gonna go. She has 4 kids, I have 4 kids, and I took her on a trip 5 or 6 years ago, and about 5.5 years ago. It was the day after we left, the day after I met Adam. So funny story, I met Adam, my husband now. He was my neighbor. He came over, introduced himself to me, and I was like, he was like, do you need anything? And I said, no, but I am leaving for a business trip tomorrow. That was for a different company, different trip. And I was like, if you just keep an eye on the house, that'd be so awesome. And so we exchanged numbers. I was so ratchet. I'd been cleaning and gardening. And so I made, he gave me his business card and he looked like really cute. He'd showered up. He'd been working out shirtless on his porch. And I'd noticed him when I was carrying like these giant plants. And he came over and introduced himself. I'd lived there about 2 weeks. And so I would never have gone over and introduced myself to him ever in a million years. Super introverted, but glad he came over and said hi. And so he came over, he gave me his business card, talked for like 10 minutes, and then went on his way. Well, we texted a little bit, and I sent him like a cute selfie and put in one of those apps my name and my phone number, like a virtual business card, because I wanted him to know like, hey, I clean up. And so I can remember we went out to dinner on that trip, and she was like, so are you seeing anybody, like anything? And I was like, no, not really, but I did meet my neighbor yesterday, and he's really cute. I was like, so I don't know, you can't really date your neighbor, but and so it's kind of funny. But that's how long ago it's been since I went to Mexico on a fun trip. So it's part fun, part business. So I will have to obviously pack. One of the convenient things, because we are dropping a new collection, everything we're wearing for the week is all from that collection. And so I'm going to throw, it just came in the mail. And so I'm going to throw everything in a suitcase. Okay, we're using OFIR Mascara. This is the smudge proof comfortable mascara. I do recommend that use a pre-cleanser or oil-based cleanser, anything like that to get this stuff off. It will help your lashes grow. It has castor oil in it. It's a fantastic mascara, but it is made for mermaids. It gives you kind of, it's not, they do have a waterproof and it's really strong, but this one I would say is a little stronger than a regular, like just some soap is not going to get it off. So I use a rice pre-cleanser from Palmifera. You can get it at CourtneySwan.com. I found that's the easiest way to get any brand mascara or any makeup off. I pre-cleanse my face first and then I wash my face with face cleanser. But this stuff is so good, especially if you experience watery eyes or you struggle with your mascara to stay on throughout the day. I love this because it stays on. I've had a really busy 2024. Really exciting, but really busy. We went to New York for my birthday for like a 3-day trip, and like 3 nights. I will say that's not long enough because of your travel. But we were just trying to squeeze in something, and then we took the kids like skiing, and I do love traveling. Anytime we have points, we're like, okay, let's do something. And then these last 2 trips have just been completely paid for by brands. And so, and then I turn down probably 15 to 20 trips a year. You get a lot of brand opportunity trips. And sometimes they're like, you have to go, or yes, this is an absolute amazing opportunity you can't pass up, or they'll, pay you or different things. And so, but I had someone not too long ago, they'll ask questions like, well, how do you juggle like mom life and like traveling and da-da-da-da. And I thought, like, if I was a man, no one would ask me these questions. Like, it's true though, right? And and I feel a lot of mom guilt, like even on this trip, because there is 2 days where it's just fun. Adam's staying back this time, and I'm taking Jessica, and just so we're like not both away. He could have gone. Most of my friends are actually bringing their husbands, but I'm excited to bring a friend this time. But originally he was going to go with me, and then we kind of decided, why don't we stay back? Like, we've done a good bit of traveling without the baby this, last few weeks. So, but it's like, how do you, and I'm like, I don't have a good, how am I, other than it's my job, and sometimes like, sometimes you just have to go do things on your job. So, okay, here we go. Red clay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna not crank it up quite as high. It's 8 o'clock. This was my time. I'd wanted to already be in my car, but I have time. I gave myself a 10-minute buffer. I have to give myself a buffer for my whole life because my time management, well, obviously, here's what it is. I'll be like, I have somewhere to be, but then I have to actually get ready, right? And then I'm like, well, I could do a live, because if you're gonna get ready, I do makeup tutorials for my living, right? For my job. And so I'm like, I'll just go ahead and do a video, even though some days it's like, did you really have time to do a video, Courtney? And most of the time the answer is no. Aw, Robin, that's so sweet. Okay, so she said, Courtney, I watch you all the time. God might not have blessed you with a voice to sing, but he blessed you with beauty inside out. Just wanted to tell you that. So thank you so much. That's so sweet. So I will say, as I got older, I did a Bible study, and it was talking about hidden talents. And a lot of those things would be like talents that, what are you going to do with your talents? And I really did struggle with identity of feeling like everyone else had like I can't draw, I can't, like, you know, a lot of can'ts. And I feel like you can sometimes focus on those and miss out on blaring good qualities about yourself, like good human. Hey, that's a talent. Like, so there's a lot of people who can sing that aren't that. Not that every singer's not a good human, that's not what I mean, but you know, or make friends pretty fast, you know, that's a talent. I like love children. I like love motherhood, you know, like, so I realized the older I got, and I've tried to teach my kids the same thing, is that like your gifts and talents don't always look like what they teach you in elementary school is a gift and talent. And sometimes your gift, if you look now, currently my gift and talent I've done like is hair and makeup and beauty and like different space type things that wasn't even a gift or talent a long time ago. Or encouraging others. I think that is a gift, like where people feel like they know you, but we've never met, you know, and that if you're having a bad day, I just pray that I can encourage you, and that you feel better, even though we've never met in real life, right? I think that's a gift and talent. And so really, if you're struggling with like, you feel like other people have these gifts and you don't, I just pray that you like ask God, like, God, help me to see myself the way you see me, and show me like the hidden talents, the things you made about me that are just rare and unique, you know? And so I was talking to my kids about like, what do we think some of our hidden gifts and talents are? And my kids told me one of my gifts and talents is that I am really good at picking up litter. So it could be anything. But I will say, like, we have a like motto in our house is that we're going to leave it better than we found it. And I cannot stand litter. People littering. Oh, it's like my pet peeve. And so anytime we see something and you can pick it up, you know, like just pick it up. And, or you be the one to like throw it away. And so my kids were like, you have a talent of picking up litter. And I was like, well, thank you. That can be put on my tombstone. But we all have those like gifts and talents, right? And so we just have to kind of make sure that we are, comparison is the thief of joy. If you start comparing yourself to everybody else, it can get really overwhelming. And you can also, I would say 10 years ago, I'd never contoured my face. I did not know how to like curl my hair with a flat iron. I didn't know how to, all these things. And you can grow and create new talents just by learning new things, or learning an instrument, or learning whatever it is you want to learn how to do. I was so inspired. I'm going to put some shoes on while we talk. I was so inspired. She's not dead yet, so I don't know if you call it an inheritance. We got some pictures from Adam's grandmother, and she painted, and she didn't start painting until she was in her 30s and 40s, and she's an incredible artist. And so we have some of her paintings, and I was like, man, it was really inspiring to me. She did not start doing that until she was my age. And so we have one behind the toilet, and I noticed that it said like 1964. And I was like, that was so long ago. But that you don't have to, like, your talents don't just stop with what you have right now. You can build new talents. And then Adam's grandmother did not start playing tennis until she was in her 40s. We just had her funeral the other day, his grandmother on the other side. And she didn't start doing tennis until she was in her 40s. She traveled on a travel tennis team for 40 years, played in like national tournaments, and did not start playing tennis until she was 40. So if that just encourages you that like you might not even know, what your talent currently is. Like you may not have even unlocked future talents or future things that you're going to do for years to come. That's just inspiring to me that, you know, the best version of yourself. Like maybe you want to cook bread, maybe you want to whatever. I got to get out of here. I'm going to work for my talent being time management to get places on time. But anyways, I don't want to be late. So I have 4 minutes before I'm technically supposed to be, my grace period's up. So I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a good day. Everything we used was from OFIR. The link is in the description of the video. You can save up to 40% off depending on their bundles and sales. And if you have questions about anything, you can send me a message. Links are in the description. Have a good day.